TDYU biraz vakit oluyor. Bugün başka Türkiye'de yurdik üniversite baştaki mamlakat savcılığı vasıfından da akademisiyle boş şurada ilan verilgen tanlov birinchi bosqichda ham ko'p nomzodlar yetgan. Xullas 3 nafar nomzod ikkinchi bosqichda test topshirgan. Bir nafarimiz o'tamagan. Sizlar ikkalangiz keyingi bosqichni yechib mana endi suhbat jarayoniga keldinglar. Ingliz tili o'qituvchi lavozimiga bo'lyapti. Birinchi nomzodimiz Rahmanov Shahnoza Amrullayevni, hamda ikkinchi nomzodimiz To'rayeva Zuhra Abdualov qizi. Bizda mana savollar elektron platforma orqali generator orqali tanlanadi. 10-minutcha tayyorlanib, tayyor bo'lgandan keyin javob beraverasizlar. Marhamat, kompyuterda savol tanlashingiz mumkin.
İstemenisine koyuyor. Sonra kitapları koyuyor. Think time is up.
So, shall I have the first question? So it's going about, do you like traveling? So those are very interesting question towards me that I have never heard recent times, because there is little time for people to entertain. That's why people need to find out the some entertaining places, and some job opportunities also does not allow us to go to somewhere. That's why we need also the traveling. If this is asked by personally, so I would really like traveling all over the world, but to be honest, I don't have any chance to go to some places because of my family, because of my job, and some relevant reasons exist here. But if I had the chance to go to somewhere, so I would like to travel really around the historical places around Uzbekistan. For example, Bukhara and Khorazm are the most historical places that I have really imagined, and more breathtaking the places as well, right? That's why. So, and on the other hand, I'm planning to travel to go abroad based on the basis of my job opportunities. For example, let's see. And this is the first question. I really like into the traveling, and traveling can be different for journey, for voyage, and for picnic. So even a short period of the picnic also can be considered as a traveling processes. And at the weekends, as usual, that we with my family go to the traveling. Should I pass this to the second question, or still I have to continue with the first question?
If they have any kind of questions, so they can ask. So that's also.
The second question, yes. Do people wear formal clothes more often or less often than the past? I think I don't. Yes, I think people are wearing formal clothes very often nowadays, as there are many several different kind of the jobs related to the education, related to the business, and related to the custom services like this. That's why as a formal citizen, we have to wear, in order to show our personalities, we have to wear the smart clothes. Those are considered as the formal clothes as well. And but in the past, this is the vice versa situation, the conditions that we had, because in different jobs. For example, in agriculture, we didn't used to wear such formal clothes, but nowadays we have such little business corporations and institutions. So anytime, any cases, we need to wear the formal clothes.
Okay, what about license? Is it related to wear any kind of uniform to license? Is it related to your job, just wearing the uniform?
Why not? But actually, in the institutions and the academic license, I think it is not allowed from judicial law. It's not allowed for the teachers, and it's not the requirement to wear any special and formal uniforms for the teachers. But for the students, if it comes with the students, so they should wear anyhow.
What do you think as a teacher do wear uniform?
In our sphere, the license, you mean? Yes, actually, yes, we need all of the members of the staff.
Why do you need to wear uniform?
Because, there should be equality between the teachers and the students. For example, nowadays we have the scale. If we have to put the scale into two fields, So nowadays the students will get their social status by wearing the smart clothes and by looking at the teachers, by looking at their mobile phones. Maybe this is also show the priority of the teachers, and the clothes also that shows some kind of the priority of this the person. I mean the people. That's why there should be equality between students and the teachers. Among students also we need to wear the unity of the uniforms too.
Okay, so, Jeff, I'd like to ask a question in terms of methodology.
Yeah.
What is methodology?
Methodology, this is related to the education spheres, teaching styles, teaching approach, teaching competencies. Depends on the teacher's competencies. How a different kind of methods he or she is skilled and experienced teacher consider, right? And we need, as a teacher, an English foreign teacher, we need to know several abundant of methods in order to engage our class, in order to solve the problems of passive and active students. And there are many kind of nowadays different approaches and methods. One of the best one that I use every day, I utilize more effectively towards my students. Those are communicative language teaching, for example. But nowadays, grammar translation method is not an effective one, but still we're using in different spheres at schools, no matter in higher educations as well, giving some texts and asking the students to read in order to improve their practices. But this is
one more question. Can you differentiate the methodology and kind of just approach?
Yes, if we take into account approach, this is the theoretical part of our knowledge, but methodology, this is practical knowledge of our skills. And what about technique? This is if we imagine that this spheres with one circle. So the biggest circle, consider it as the methodology, but methods that can be as into this methodology part. In the end, this is a technique considered. Somehow, I don't agree with some teachers that they are using different approaches. All these are related to the grammar translation method, not in a communicative way, not in a practical way, considerable.
Do you have another question?
Yes, we have. This is the second question. This is a juridical citizens. About the juridical citizens, we have to give the information about juridical. To be honest, I'm not good at, and I'm not aware of such related to the legislation processes. According to the executive and judicial authorities, but I would like to talk about the citizens' rights. For example, if we pay attention to the Constitution of the Republic of Uzbekistan, new versions of the Constitution of the Republic of Uzbekistan, there are many articles were renewed exactly and adopted by the Senate, approved by the Senate of the Oliy Majlis of the Republic of Uzbekistan. It was given actually, for example, if we pay attention to the Article 50, so it is about the education of upbringing and the children's education. And I would like to mention about the one important aspect here, conception, inclusive education. So inclusive education, it is inclusive education shall be organized by the government, by the state, for the children and for the students who have some sensory, mental, and physical disorders, especially that's for the students who are disabled persons. If we pay attention to the law of the education, which was approved in the in 2020, approved by the Oliy Majlis of the Republic of Uzbekistan. So we need to know about what inclusive also education is mentioned here.
Yeah, thank you very much for your
Pronunciation. Question? No. If I'm talking about my personal experience, I have worked in the Institute of Foreign in Samarkand State Institute of Foreign Languages with 6 years of experience teaching master degree and bachelor degrees of the students, but still I need some practical of the speaking style because I have already lost my.
Working now?
Nowadays, I'm working at school
Our engineering license.
in this lyceum too because
Also speech case.
at school, the reason why I have chosen this school, this is my case study in order to observe some learners, not the running out, not the going to the salary bonus. No, it is not the main purpose of the teachers now.
Case study, yeah.
Case study, this is PhD. That's why I'm going to do my PhD after entering this license.
You were, if I'm not mistaken, you were studying at University of Michigan.
At the time, I'm studying at Webster University too. Yes, my master degree as well. I have graduated 2 diplomas. I have of masters. Still, I'm working.
Sonra yok dersin burada.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
The first question is, how well do you know the state curriculum for English? The state curriculum is stated by higher education organizations. It comes to lyceums and schools. And the school teachers make syllabus according to the curriculum. And curriculum is expectations for what will be taught and what will the students do during the period, during the educational year and or during a program. And curriculum includes the whole program, not a specific one, whereas a syllabus is a detailed outline of specific subject, including tasks or grading and assignments and etc. But the curriculum includes the whole program, and the syllabus is our guide for the whole year.
Okay, so we were talking about curriculum and syllabus, yeah? Let's talk about the methodology. What kind of methodologies are you going to use while you're teaching the students at university or at our academic license? It doesn't matter. What kind of methodologies are being used by you?
Understandable. The question is understandable. Thank you. It's definitely it's obvious that the best language educator identified by their methods which they use during their classes. As for me, I use direct method. When we use these methods, the direct method, teacher doesn't allow students to speak to use their native language. I mean, the students don't use their native language. They should use only target language. And I think it is very beneficial because it forces students to think and to speak in the target language. And moreover, as for all modern English teachers, I also use CLT, what stands for Communicative Language Teaching. And it includes all 4 integrated skills. They are reading, speaking, writing, and listening. And it is beneficial because it puts the students into the real situation. So what I mean by this is that students feel like they are in a real situation, a real life situation. And teachers should use here authentic materials and authentic sources. Furthermore, I use task-based language teaching. It is also another kind of method. Here we use tasks. For example, if I teach listening, I can make some tasks. For example, pre-tasks, while tasks, or post-tasks. And if I'm teaching the listening, for example, before listening, I can give students these tasks, pre-tasks. It may be sentence completion.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you study or work right now?
I work.
You work, yeah?
Mhm.
Where do you work?
I work at the academic lyceum on the Architecture and Civil Engineering University.
Okay, so what about, do you have master degrees?
Yes, I have. I have graduated from Webster University in 2022.
22, yes? In that case, there is no just any kind of comment in terms of just learning some general information about English teaching. I'd like to ask you some questions related to grammar, okay?
Okay.
So, can you tell me what is passive voice? Why do we need passive voice?
Yes, sure. We use passive voice when it is not important. The doer of the sentence, the performer of the sentence. If the performer of the sentence is not important, we use passive voice. As we know, if the subject of the sentence does this work, is a performer of the if the subject of the sentence, performer of the action, it is active voice. If the subject of the sentence is under the influence of the action, it is passive voice. And there are
how many non-finite forms do we have in English?
Non-finite forms, there are three non-finite forms of the verbs. They are infinitive, gerund, participles. Participles, there are two kinds of participles, participle 1 and participle 2. We can also call them present participle or past participles.
Thank you very much. Do you have a question? So,
what was the last book you read?
What? Last?
Last book you read.
last book you read?
Last book I read, it was written by Nuruddin Ismailov. Can I say it in Uzbek? O'limga mahkum qilinganlar.
Avval qancha geldiler? Nechinchi yillar?
2004dan 2021gacha. Yes. Senat a'zoligiga nomzodlar ko'rsatish haqida ma'lumot bering. We know that the Oliy Majlis consists of two chambers. The first is legislative chamber. There are 100, if I'm not mistaken, there are 155 deputies. And the second one is Senate. There are 65 senators. And 9 of them are selected by our president. Legislative chamber. describe a complaint that you made and you were satisfied with the result. You should say when it happened, who you complained it to, and what complained about, and explain why you were satisfied with the result. So last month I bought one mobile phone, and first at the beginning it worked very well, and after some times it switched off and paused sometimes. And I wrote a complaint letter to the manager of the shop, and the phone was very valuable for me, as I worked very hard to achieve it. And that's why I wrote complaint letter to the manager of the shop, and it worked. He satisfied. He changed my mobile phone, and it was satisfied. It satisfied me.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'd like to ask here a question. What's the difference between curriculum and syllabus? First of all, could you translate us what is curriculum and what is syllabus into Uzbek, please?
Yes, syllabus is takvim nafsu.
Syllabus, yeah. And what is curriculum?
Curriculum is like işçi dastur.
İşçi okuldan.
İşçi
Yeah.
okul dastur.
Can you tell me the difference between them?
Yes, as I mentioned above, syllabus is a detailed outline of specific subject, and whereas curriculum includes the whole program, and syllabus includes tasks, assignments, and grading criteria. Whereas curriculum includes the whole program.
Don't have any questions. Do you have any questions? Don't you have?
Last question.
All Mana hozir komissiya tomonidan sizlarni javoblaringiz baholandi. Rahmonova Shahnoza Amrullaevna 72-38 ball, Ko'rayevuz Musadovaning qizi 76-19 ball to'plandi. Biz bitta o'ringa o'zi e'lon berilganda, lekin hozir bo'sh o'rinlarimiz bor, shu qonunchiligimiz ko'taradi, ikkalasini tavsiya qilishga. Agar bizda litseyimizda ishlash madaniyatida bo'lsa, ariza bilan shunday shartnoma tuzishga murojaat qilishlari mumkin, tavsiya qildilar ikkalaydan. Rahmat.